Hi, I promised I would come on and do my question and answer video that I have not done in 100 years. So I had a lovely viewer by the name of, I'm going to pronounce everything wrong, I just want you to know that, Leah Sophie 1, and she asked me if I was willing to possibly do a question and answer video anytime soon. And I said, sure, I will. I haven't done that in forever. And I asked her to tell me what her question was, and I'd be sure to answer her question first. So then she came back and asked me this question. I'm going to be reading these off papers that I had to print out and so forth. So yeah. Right. And I'm trying to get through every single question that I had as of this morning. So yeah, I'm going to have to try to go a little quicker than I usually do because I can talk forever about one question. But you know, if there's any question that you want more details on or want me to talk about more in the future, just let me know. Okay. So Leah Sophie 1 said, I would like to ask you how your style has changed over the years. And if you could bring out one thing from the past, what would it be? I don't think my style has changed at all, which sounds awful because, you know, who wants to look like they did in, 1982? But I mean, obviously it has shifted some and so forth. But in general, I've always been kind of preppy, I guess. In the 80s, I was definitely very preppy. You know, the ragwool sweaters, that kind of thing from the early 80s. Loved it. All the different polo shirts and the collar popped up and those cute little bags where they had like the wooden handles. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Stuff. So in general, I do the nowadays version of that. And then, what was it again? Oh, if you could bring back one thing from the past, what would it be? I seriously couldn't come up with hardly anything. I mean, I was thinking back on all the different things I wore, all the things I really enjoyed, and I can think of things I'm so happy they're not back, but most things there's a version of it now. So it's kind of interesting. It's sort of an everything goes type of a thing fashion-wise now. So that one is a struggle. However, I really, really hope that horrible wedding veil thing with the gigantic poof right here that happened like for 2 years, and those happened to be one of the 2 years I got married. So I had that big poof. I hope that never comes back. I'm so mad. I want to like Photoshop it out of all my pictures. At the time, it was just everything, but no. That does not make a cute classic wedding photo. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Okay, just heading down these questions as I can. Again, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. C. Bouchard 4, where did you learn how to cook? She made the one-pan chicken dinner that I did, and she said it was delicious, and she wants me to do more cooking videos. Thank you so much, sweetie. Where did I learn how to cook? Just watching my mom. Seriously, I was one of those kids that sort of hung out in the kitchen with my mom and talked about my day after school and that kind of thing while she cooked. My mom, truly. I just sort of paid attention to what she did, and then I took over from there and just kind of learned as I went along. Kathy's Life Over 50. If you don't watch her, check her out. She's fantastic. She's so sweet. She says, do you have any vacations planned for this year? I'll be perfectly honest. We do not have anything planned right now. We have this list that we have been going back and forth on what we want to do, where we want to go. Every time we're just about ready to make a plan, something falls through. There was a Santa Fe, Mexico that we were going to go to that fell through. There was a trip to Italy that fell through. We've had several, to be honest with you. So it's just kind of crazy, but that's life. And my husband's just sort of here, there, in the next place and off and around. And, when something calls, it happens. So yeah, anyway, nothing planned yet, but I'm still working on it. Emily Hopp's question, fave place you've been on your travels, a place you regretted not going to, and a destination on your wish list. Okay, fave place you've been on your travels. First thing that comes to mind is Italy. We took a trip to Italy with the girls. Basically, we traveled all over the place with the girls when they were younger. We landed in Rome, and we did Rome and above. We were over in Tuscany and Assisi, and then we did Florence, and we went all the way up to Venice. Venice was amazing, and then back down to like Portofino, and oh God, it was just absolutely amazing. I loved that trip. I loved everything about it, and I want to go back to Italy. Like I said, we had a trip planned. Let's see, other places that I've loved. Hawaii. I just love Hawaii. I think I've been like 5 times, something like that. We've been to all the islands except for Molokai. We've even been to Lanai. We went there for our 30th wedding anniversary just 2 years ago. So less than year and a half, whatever. And that was beautiful and fun. So yeah, I'm always up for going to Hawaii, no matter when or what. Loved Ireland, absolutely loved it. I had no idea I would love it as much as I did. The Netherlands, my husband's Dutch, and we went there several times, and we've taken the kids there too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, Alaska. I absolutely loved the Alaskan cruise we took. We took my parents for their 50th wedding anniversary. Oh my gosh, I want to go back. I want to do another cruise. Place you regretted not going to? Well, that would probably have to be our trip to Italy, where we were planning to go to the Amalfi Coast in Italy, and we had it all planned out and all the things we would do and see, and then something came up that we couldn't quite go. We weren't comfortable leaving at that time, so we had to cancel that. But it's still on our list, and we're still going to do it. So there's that one. A destination on your wish list. I think that pretty much covered it. Thank you so much, Emily. Diane Sherman says, for questions, will you do more cooking videos? Yes, I will. I just sort of do them when it strikes. Like if I'm going to be making something that I know I didn't already show, or that it seems like it's simple enough, I don't have to like go into massive detail and whatever. I like things that are sort of simple and easy. But yes, I will be doing more cooking videos for sure. And what is your favorite coffee? Okay, right now, when I make it at home, I have the Nespresso Virtuo machine with the larger pods for a larger coffee, and I use the Intenso pods. I really like my coffee to be just really strong and dark and rich, and I drink it black generally at home. Now, if I go out and about and I hit a Starbucks, my all-the-time order almost always is a grande hot, 1 pump only, white mocha, no whip. And so that's what I get. Thank you. Susan H. I know how much you love and enjoy using your Birkin lover here too, so I get it. I was wondering if you have any plans to add another Birkin or a Kelly to your handbag collection in the future. All right, there's another also, so okay. No plans necessarily, but I do have in mind what I would want if I were to do so. If I added another Birkin, I would still stay with a size 30 for sure, and I would probably get it in a taupe, I don't know how that's pronounced. I just think it's a beautiful color, or a tan, sorry. That would just be beautiful. I think I would worry about the handle though, showing dirt and things. I don't know, but then I'd have to do the twilly thing. I don't know. That's, I think, stopping me a lot. And then for a Kelly, if I ever got a Kelly, I would want one, what is that size? It's like a 32, I think. I think that's the size I would want. In not the box type leather, I would want it in a softer leather, probably black with gold hardware. So those are my thoughts. I have a different Hermes bag that I have in my mind right now though, so more on that another time. Also, I've always loved your jewelry videos. Oh yeah, like David Yurman bracelet. I love that thing. Wondering if you've added any new Yurman pieces to your collection. Perhaps a love bracelet. Okay. Thank you for the question. I have not really added much of anything. And the funny thing is I have been looking and looking for the bracelet. Do you know what I mean? I want that one. And I've tried thinking about the love bracelet and I can't do it. Not only do I know I can't stand having something on me all the time. That just drives me nuts. I can't even wear my wedding ring to bed. But yeah, that would drive me bananas. But also I just sort of feel it's beautiful. But I just feel like I want something more unique to me, if that makes any sense. I want something that I just don't see as often as I see that one. So I do have one in mind, and I have been thinking about it. And yeah, it just sort of went on the back burner, but it's the David Yurman Continuance bracelet. I'll show that. I love it. I don't know that it's worth that much money, but I love that bracelet, and I don't know that I would want it forever and ever and ever, but I just adore it. I adore it. So that would be the one that I would add, I think. Yeah. Thank you so much for the question, by the way. JJ Taylor. I was assuming that you do your YouTube channel on the side and that you have another occupation, so to speak. May I ask what it is or what field you are in, please? I should feel really nosy asking. It's not nosy. I asked for questions. Okay, right now I am not doing any other job. This is my life, and this is what I do job-wise. However, I do have a degree from Purdue University in elementary education. And right after college, I taught second grade for a little tiny bit. I took over for someone having a maternity leave, and I did some substitute teaching. Then I immediately got engaged to my husband, and he had a job where he was traveling around every 9 months. You can't get a teaching job somewhere if you're only going to be there for 9 months and it starts in the middle of the school year, so that didn't work. So in the interim, while we're moving around, I have worked as a nanny. I was a customer service person at a bank. Let's see, what did I do? I was a full-time volunteer, through all the kids' schooling pretty much. And then I worked for 6 years full-time at the middle school in my town at the time as a secretary in the middle school office. So those are the things that I have done. Sherry Baldwin. I love this, Sherry. I mean, I seriously think this is hilarious. And I so badly want to figure out how to do this. And I wanted to do this before this video so I could put it in here. Sherry Baldwin asks, can you do a video on how to change a flat tire? I think it will give all of us women a boost of confidence. I want you to know, Scout's honor, I was the only girl in my high school driver's ed class that could lift the tire and change it. Don't know if I still can, but I'd like to find out, and I will change a tire for you. Sherry, yes, I will if I can figure it all out. Thank you for the question.
All right.
Renee Brooke. Thanks for the heads up on the touchbacks. Will you be doing any more cooking segments? I love those. And do you ever sell any handbags that you grew tired of? And she gives me some video suggestions. Thank you. Yes, I will be doing cooking. I see that is something that people are really asking a lot for. I don't get as many views on them, but that's okay. I'm happy to make, people happy. So it's not like it's all about the views. So that's perfect. I will be honest that cooking videos take more time editing, all that stuff than any other video, which is probably part of the reason why it doesn't happen very often. But yes, I am adding more cooking videos, and because I'm seeing that people are so excited about them, I will be happy to do them. Hopefully, I'll try to do them even more. And do you ever sell any handbags that you were tired of? I have sold a few, not very many, probably 4. So yeah, and I think I might be due to be selling something soon just because my collection's getting too big. I don't like that because I've added a few like Coach bags and things, but yeah, it's getting kind of large. So anyway, thank you so much. Terry Gigi. Hi, sweetheart. I love you. Watch her channel if you don't already. She's amazing. Terry Gigi. My question, if enough of us ask, will you do a few Cooking with Jennifer videos? Okay, the part about this that cracks me up the most, Terry, I remember not too long ago, there was a video you did where you were talking about different videos and what you were going to record and so forth, and that you thought maybe you could do a cooking video, but you said something like, who wants to see somebody cook? How boring. And I laughed so hard. I thought that was so funny. And I remember that. And now you're asking this question? Anyway, yes, I will do some Cooking with Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you for the question, hon. Elaine K. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Jennifer. My question, what is your skincare routine and what products do you use? And also, did your LV agenda get sorted? Okay, skincare routine. Lately, the thing that I am just outstandingly happy about that I've been doing for my skin is the argan oil, especially the Reserve. I saw so many changes with my skin using the argan oil Reserve. I also use the, what's it called? Protect and Perfect. I've been using that as an all-over protection. It's a physical, not a chemical SPF, which has really been helping me a lot, and it's been working really well. So I'm all about the Josie Moran face care, skincare, and what was the skincare routine? I wash my face. I'll have to do a video about that. I really will. That's what I'm going to do. It's not very intensive. I don't use hardly any products, but I wash with a couple different things depending. And then I just use a few different products, but nothing major. And most of it right now seems to be the Josie Maran, but I don't know if it's Moran or Marin anyway. That is a good question, and I will do that. Also, did your LV agenda get sorted? It got sorted in that it was repaired, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it still works, but I had already been through like almost half the year using a different planner for last year, so I just sort of kept with that for the rest of the year instead of buying inserts and moving into the LV one. So all of 2019, I didn't really use it as a planner. So then it was getting close to this next year. I was looking everywhere for inserts that I liked. I couldn't really find anything. And no. I ended up buying an Erin Condren planner because I've had those in years past and loved them. So right now my day-to-day, planning type stuff happens in the Erin Condren Life Planner, I think is what it's called. And my LV, it's the GM, the larger one, is basically used, it's got like lined note paper in it, and I do have it divided in some months with these other dividers and things, but nothing exciting at all. And it's just kind of my place to jot ideas, lists, things like that. So that's kind of what I'm using it for right now. And I'm still working on if it's worth having it just for that. You know what I mean? So, sorry, I'll fall off the chair. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with it. But yes, it is fixed and it is beautiful. Thanks. Cindy Cochran, hi. Did you ever hold a job outside the home? I did talk about that, didn't I? For some reason, I thought you might be a writer. Oh, I wish. I'm not sure why I thought that. Oh, thank you, honey. I pretty much ran down the jobs I've done. That's it. Yeah. I've held several jobs outside the home. Okay. Google it, luxury. Hi, honey. My question for you is, how many engagement, anniversary, wedding rings have you gotten over the years, and which is your favorite? Okay, I have several. I've gotten several. But the first time I got one, I ended up getting two at the same time because my husband was so freaking sweet. And we went to the store together. I couldn't decide which one I liked more. And he ended up buying both of them for me. So that was beyond amazing. And I wear those all the time. They're just like 5-stone anniversary bands. But I have a few. So there. And my favorite is my ultimate beginning wedding set. And it is a pear-shaped in a Tiffany setting. And I've just got this little band with the tiny little sparkly diamonds on top. And that is my wedding set. And I have them soldered together back here. So it's simple and elegant. And that is my favorite because it is my wedding set. It's my original. Thanks for the question. Okay, Vita. I'm guessing it's pronounced Vita. Question, do you by chance knit or crochet? If so, what things are you working on or what projects have you already created? Okay, my mother has done everything. Knits, crochets, she absolutely everything, and she's good at it, really good. And I never got that gene. I didn't. The only real, I've tried to knit and I have knit a little bit, but nothing like a piece that went like this long as it. No, I don't do much of anything crafty. I'm not a very crafty person whatsoever. But I'll have you know that when I was expecting my first baby, I got into some sort of a nesting phase and I cross-stitch did bibs. I had this whole pile of cross-stitched bibs. They were like on terry cloth kind of with the Velcro in the back. And I love those. And she wore those all the time. So I did get into a cross-stitch phase. There's that. Stephanie B. Hi, honey. Hi, Jennifer. Question. What is your next far away travel destination? We kind of covered that. Definitely, I want to do the Amalfi Coast in Italy. That's just so much. I want to do that so much. So hopefully that will be, one of my trips soon. Question 2. You have the Evelyn 29 and a Chanel Mini. These bags are on my wish list. Which one do you recommend more to buy first? Oh gosh, I already have Pochette Métis, Alma BB as crossbodies. If you have the Pochette Métis and an Alma BB, which they're both kind of small crossbodies, then maybe you want to go with the Evelyn 29. It's a little bit bigger than those two, but not much. You can cram it full. That's a hard one. I'm guessing the Alma BB is kind of dressy. Do you want dressier or do you want more slouchy and, throw it on with a jean jacket, which you can do with either one also, but you know what I mean? Because the Evelyn you can't really take with you to a fancy event or a very nice dinner or wear, a long dress with. But the Chanel you can, but you can also put it on with a jean jacket. check the strap on the Chanel Mini, because depending on what year, if you get the newer ones, they're a little shorter, and I don't know what size you are, but that might, if you want to wear it crossbody, that might change things for you, because I know they're a little shorter now. But wow, I don't know if I could choose, but I love my Mini. I love my Mini. But I love my Evelyn too. I'm no help at all. Sorry, Stephanie. But let me know what you get, okay? And what color. Yeah. Okay. Yvonne Mesta. Oh, thank you, sweetie. She said she loves my videos. My question is, what is the brand of your watch? I love it. Okay, I have two. I have the one in the gold and I have one in the silver tone. And I bought these, oh gosh, a long, long time ago, and they're still my go-to. Love these watches. They're by the brand Cluse. I will link them down below because they're really hard to find. But I do have them linked all over the place in my Obsessed With It thing and somewhere else, I think. But yeah, I love them because I love the mesh band. So thank you. Mrs. TLC68, hi. My question is, how many bags do you have now and how do you go about storing them all? Okay, I don't know. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't know. And does that include like ones that I never ever touch anymore, but I still have in a box? You know what I mean? Because I have some Dooney and Burks and, you know, my older Coach and things like that I really don't use very often, but I have them and I don't really want to get rid of them. But I'm going to go with somewhere between 30 and 40. Yeah, I need to start selling some, I think. I need to make some choices because that's too much. I don't like to hoard. Yeah, I need to pare all that down, I think. But yeah, and how do I go about storing them? It depends upon the bag. Some of the ones that I use on a constant rotation, I just have on the shelves in my closet. It's like a big walk-in closet room thing. And I have them on shelves and because they're easy to grab, whatever. And then if I'm not using it for a while, I will put it in its dust bag. But if it's going to be on rotation quite a bit, it stays out for a while, a few months. And then I will clean them all off and put them in the dust bag and go on to another grouping. But yeah, that's kind of how I do it. It's kind of a no rhyme nor reason. I'm not diligent about putting them away in the dust bags constantly, that kind of thing. Because it's hard to find the one you want. If you need to go and you want to wear, you know, a certain bag, you're like looking at all these dust bags and they all look alike. And no, so I don't have time for that. So there you go. That's what I do. Okay, Sulia Joy Ward. Hi from Nebraska. Hi. My question is, are you a self-taught cook? Love your cooking videos, and I've been wondering. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in that no one really taught me. I just sort of watched others. I've watched my mother. I've watched my grandmother. I always like kind of just hanging out in the kitchen when people are cooking. It's just sort of fun and homey, and yeah, it's just really fun. I like that. And I've watched a few cooking shows over the years, not much, but you know, just see what I like to just observe what others are doing and then try to do it myself. So yeah, that's just me. Looks like it would be pronounced miscellaneous, me. Question and answer. What is a typical weekday like for you? Okay, there's 3 questions really here. So let me just quickly try to get through the first one. Okay, what is a typical weekday like for you? Not a lot of typical going on around here. It depends upon who's in town or who's over or whether I have Gracie with me. But in general, the things I do most days is I basically get up and shower, and either I work out first, like we have like a little exercise area in the basement, and I'll treadmill or something, and then I'll quickly run through the shower, get myself decent for the day, grab my coffee, come up here to my office and go through emails and check on life, that kind of thing. And then I'll make my list of where I need to go, what I need to do. And then I gather the things. If I have some returns to make, I'll gather those. If I need to run to the post office, I gather that stuff, you know, stuff like that. And then I go running around and do my errands. If I have doctor's appointments, which I seem to have a lot of lately, or physical therapy, I'll do that. Or I'll go to an exercise class. I spend time helping my mom and dad. They don't live anywhere near me. They're about 5.5 hours away, unfortunately, but I do talk to them every day, and we're on the phone for sometimes hours, you know, and a long time. I love speaking with them and seeing if I can help out with certain things. So I do that, and, you know, keeping up with just everyone's lives, and then what's for dinner. You know, I'm grocery shopping and who's going to be here for dinner, you know, trip planning, cleaning, laundry, you know, I do all that housewife stuff. Planting the garden, things like that. Then, what is your favorite downtime activity? I love to read. I absolutely love to read, and every chance I get, I do. And that is a big one for me. I definitely love to read. I used to be more of a YouTube watcher, and now that I'm making videos, you either kind of have to make a choice. You can either make them or you can watch them, but it's really hard to have time to do both. So yeah, I don't really hardly watch anything anymore on YouTube. So yeah, I read. I do. Okay. Have you worked through your dietary issues? Think it's a gluten sensitivity? Yes. Any tips? Okay. I've worked through them to the point where I know that I should not have gluten. I can, and I do cheat occasionally, whereas I didn't for like 2-3 years straight. I was adamant. I wanted to make sure I got it all out of my system, and to see what that felt like, to be able to make that judgment as to whether I really needed to be gluten-free or not. I love gluten. But yes, I feel like a completely different person when I have gluten out of me, and it's not digestive for me. For me, all my joints ache like crazy. I get migraine headaches. I just feel stiff and old, and it's horrible. So that's what it is. And nobody will tell you that happens with gluten, but I've met so many people who say that they have that same issue. So if you're stiff and achy and you just feel older than your years, go 2 months without gluten and see if it makes a difference. It made a huge difference for me in like 2 weeks. I knew immediately. So now that I went completely gluten-free for that long, when we went to Maine in the East Coast this past, September, I had some clam chowder. I had a few dinner rolls. I had some lobster roll, whatever. And so I just decided, okay, it's vacation. I'm going to do this. I've always wanted to try a lobster roll in Maine, and you know what I mean. So I did. And then I came back and I was cheating again a little bit more. And I started to feel this isn't working so much for me again. I was starting to feel more achy and whatnot. So I have stopped for the most part. I mean, if something special comes along, I will still have maybe a bite of something, even though I shouldn't. But yeah, I am still very gluten sensitive, and it's best for me to avoid it as much as I possibly can. I'm so sorry, it's gonna be a long one. Okay, Suzanne Hall, for your question and answer, I really enjoyed your Gucci and Coach collection videos in the past, but I can't find any other bag collection videos. I haven't done any. Are you able to do some more on other brands in the future? I guess I could do my Louis Vuitton collection, although I've gotten rid of some of them and I don't have anything too exciting. I've kind of totally pared that down to just the ones I know that I want to have for a very long time. Nothing new, trendy, whatever. I mean, Gucci has not changed for me, so I haven't added anything, let's put it that way. Chanel, you've seen everything I have in Chanel. I have 3 bags and 1 little wallet thing. So that's it for me for Chanel. And then Hermes, I have the Birkin and the Evelyn. So you've already really seen pretty much everything that I have, just maybe not put in together in a collection. Thanks. Stacy L., you may have answered this in a previous question, but how did you meet your husband? I think I have, but that's okay. We met in college. We were both at the student union at Purdue University in Indiana, and we were both supposed to be studying. It was right before finals, and I was home in my apartment, and I'm like, I can't study here. You just get distracted. So I got really distracted when I went to study because I got distracted by him. But anyway, we just kept eyeballing each other from across the room, and then we met, and it was wonderful. So anyway, met him in college. So that was really cool. Gia, hi honey. Do both of your girls live with you or in the same town as you? This has kind of gone back and forth and so forth. They both have graduated from college, have full-time jobs, and they've been here several times to just sort of sock away money, and save. So it's been wonderful being able to have them here. Currently, my oldest one still lives with us, and she works full time. And then she's taking online classes for her master's. She's saving a lot of money by staying with us, which is wonderful. And my younger daughter lives very close here to us. So, like 25 minutes, 30-minute drive, not too far. So we get to see her all the time. And yeah, it's a really good thing. And Gracie, I get to be able to be with Gracie, and she comes and has grandma days. So it's great. Last one, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Mike S. Sorry. Mike, I don't know. Hey, Jennifer, I hope you don't feel offended. Oh gosh. I have wanted to ask you for a long time. Do you do Botox? Okay. I'm not offended. It takes a lot to offend me. And if I was offended, I just wouldn't answer your question. So there's that. But no, I don't. I mean, seriously, look at that. I mean, wrinkles. You could plant corn in those rows. I don't. I don't crinkle festival. So no, I do not currently do Botox, but I will never say never, because I can see where, those years are coming. And I mean, I'm 54, so I can't say that I will never do it. If I ever do, I don't want it to look like I can't move. I mean, I'm very expressive with my eyebrows and stuff, and I don't want to not be able to move. You know, I want to be able to express. But no, I don't, sweetheart. And no, you did not offend me one bit. I probably offended you with how I tried to pronounce your name, and I apologize. Okay, the only other question I know I have from several of you, and I have not answered it in the comments because I wanted to answer it here, is about my art wall behind me. And it goes on a little bit more that way, and it goes on a little bit more down below, and I got this row and that row, and it's not complete yet, but it's almost complete. I just found the majority of these on Etsy. From all over the place. One of them came from Russia, one from Australia. I had, all over the place, literally. They're beautiful. So you can just sort through and look through. And I got prints of the size I wanted, which these are 8 by 10. And then I ordered frames that are, of course, larger with a mat from Amazon Basics is what those are. And just framed them and put them up. And I love them. And I can switch them around. And I have some others that, depending on what I'm talking about or whatever, I can put back there. Well, I love my artwork things, and that's how I did my artwork wall. So I will quickly insert like a quick run through of the ones I have right now. Holy cow, this is long. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks. Bye.